would you look at this thriving village? Once again, I cannot help but be drawn to how amazing everything looks. There are flowers blooming, there are wild chickens wandering afoot, there are hopefully going to be plenty of delicious loaves of bread popping out of these bakeries as soon as I tear this house down. And clearly our village is thriving and we have no need of fussing about this doom and gloom that apparently is headed around us. Especially because we have the amazing pools. And the pools are so amazing that we have decided we don't even need to have our watchers watching. Instead, I put them to work. Because we have other things that we need to take care of in the village, like building the scriptorium. Ooh, fly tomatoes, fly! That is never going to get old. I love watching that. Ooh, and I came over here just in time because now we have 2 brand new scriptoriums, which reminds me, that does mean I'm going to need some thinky thinks in our village. Who do you think would be a good thinker? Ooh, yes! My memory beans have been jogged enough to unlock a whole new set of memories! And because we played it so cool and managed to go ahead and keep our calm, it looks like we have had a good event happen. By being able to keep the village cool, oh my holy moly, how many did we get? We had a lucky event with a lucky harvest and we got 18 hemp! Good job, Madeline! That's very talented. Like, we need that for surviving the plague, which does happen on occasion. Though not on occasion in our village, because we're playing on easy for the first village. I'm probably going to make it really difficult for all the others. But because clearly, we're doing so great. Like, we don't need to worry about anything. Plague? Plah. I don't know her. Let's see. So what I do need to know, though, is how to know things, which means that I need to come over here and make sure that we are gaining some of the brand new, beautiful knowledge that we can pile up at Scribble's Scriptorium. Behold how amazing this is. We are going to get 5 knowledge from this location, 6 knowledge from this one, and we haven't even finished building the wood builder yet. And we are going to be getting 5 knowledge from here. Whereas our wonderful trees full of their wise owls that occasionally walk down, well, they don't walk, they would probably like scream bloody murder with their territory like yowls, or they would hiss, or they would hoot, and all of those things can be startling depending on the time that you happen to run into that. Though I will admit that the screaming of a barred owl at any point is startling, especially when it's right outside your window in the middle of the night. But at least, you know, Chips and I were able to like get really excited about that because we love owls. But in any case, the thinking trees only provide fox fangs charcoal and orbiting and Machu with 3 thinky thinks a day. And yeah, going from 3 to doubling that on just one of the scriptoriums, absolutely amazing. So amazing that actually it occurs to me, should I build another? Should I? Oh my gosh, yes, there would be 6. There would be 6 more knowledge right there. So if you don't mind, oh, Fori, hold up here. That's not, hey, and who, Kansu? No, we need to go ahead and we have a far away Ko. Welcome, welcome. You are just a wee one, but you'll probably grow up to be a thinker at this rate. And where the heck was the other villager? Because clearly we need to go ahead and give every villager born in this village one of the names from the ancient guild of patrons who make it possible for all of these adventures to happen, especially over the last very difficult year. Thank you so much, guys. Honeymint, welcome, welcome. Ah, there we go. All right, now you have a proper name, Honeymint, which means you can carry on with your amazing work of expanding Scriptorium. All right, good. And what else do we need to be expanding right now? Well, Galactic Woo is doing a good job of dancing around with that knife to the point where I'm so not worried about needing to have protection from the fear. I'm sure we're going to handle that just fine. And the Cataclysm domain is apparently going to have an omen show up in a couple days, but we're so far ahead with our sacrifices of tomatoes to like the nature gods, not even really worried about that. So instead, I suppose it is time to train some thinkers. Which means I'm going to have my hands full of a bunch of people who can't really work like the fields or the food, but at least we're going to go ahead and make a bit of progress at like other stuff, I suppose. And we'll leave the wood maker there. I might end up like, geez, like getting more knowledge is really great. I wonder if I'm going a little overboard, maybe. But I mean, there's 5 there. Oh man, that's a goodly chunk. 4 here, 5 there, 3 there. I mean, that's really tempting. 5 is another good one. 5, I will take 5 knowledge again. Okay, look, we're gonna have like a very intelligent village who might starve. But for the low price of a few wood and stone and a few days of Savannah's work, how could I turn that possibility down? All right, meanwhile, we're clearing out some forest over here, so hopefully we can go ahead and have even more locations to keep our villagers cool, because we do have summer right around the corner. Wait, we have summer not even around the corner. We have walked into summer, like when you turn around too fast and you smack yourself right into a wall. Because it's actually right here, so never mind about that. Oh, and that's right, we jogged my memory beans. So let us see. Last time we learned about pigoos, though we have not found pigoos. Ooh, creative protection. Yes, and fruit orchards are right after that. Oh my gosh, is that a way to gather seeds? Oh my word, if that's a way to gather seeds, that would be amazing. Yay! Creative protection has been unlocked in my memory beans. Ooh, that looks really cute. Relax bench. Oh, so it's good for 1 pip. Oh, that could be really useful when we just have like 1 random pip and requires 1 water terrain within 1. So that'd be nice. Just a place for pips to go ahead and like sit and get a little bit of hope. That'd be useful for, say, I wonder if handyman can do it, if that means that the higher trained artisan pips would be able to go ahead and just sit there. We don't have any artisan pips at the moment, but the ones who are going to be hoity-toity and want to live in a fancy house and eat fancy food, I wonder if they'd use the relaxation bench, or if they would be like, I'm only good enough, like I am good enough for better than that. Give me, I don't know. I mean, you'd think they would want like a bench made out of fancy marble or something, but that would be a lot more uncomfortable than a wooden bench next to a couple adorable bushes. So maybe that's hubris. If they want to have hubris, they can have hubris. But I'm going to have an adorable little relaxation bench near the water that cost almost nothing to build, that provides a bit of hope. That's adorable. Also, that counts actually as a social gathering spot, and you need to have one of those around some of the buildings that we build. Refreshments, how cute! My grandmother insisted that the only remedy you would ever need was water. Look, when I first met Chips, he drank more water than anybody I knew, and he would constantly like bring me glasses. He got me a water bottle when we go on our hikes, and it turns out he was right. It turns out I wasn't drinking enough water and nobody around me was, and I feel so much better for it. Oh, and look at this! So you can have your pips just come and like relax at the refreshment area, and you get health and nature for that? That's awesome! You just have to have a water maker within 1. Oh man, that's really cool. Okay. Ooh, algae collector? Pardon me? So it's a summer seasonal thing that brings in the medical herbs that we don't have any of just yet. The pips use their hands to catch seaweed floating on the water. Sometimes they caught a few stingers and then the fun was over. Oh no. And that's actually something that the watchers can do, I suppose, if we're not having them be busy with like the bonfires or pulling pips out of the pool so they don't drown. Okay, that's gonna be really fun. Soulless buffet. Some pips thought for some pips, the thought of eating a little more than they needed was a great way to feel relaxed. So they'll have an extra simple food, but they'll gain hope and health, and it needs just to be next to someone's house. This is so cute. Ironically, it makes me think we need to clear out more of the forest so that we can try to make the village of Are We There You even like nicer, like in how it looks for everybody. A tissue box, what? Okay, now, the good news is that this actually heals distressed pips. That could be extremely useful if we start getting pips who are distressed over more simple things. Again, we're playing on easy. I am not going to be doing that because we're kicking butt in the future, but can't change it while we're in this village. But yes, I think that that could use, well, I don't really want to use paper to make hope because I want to use paper to make books, but I guess that books will lead to educated pips staging revolts from a theater stage. So I gotta think about that. Yay! All right, those are really fantastic. I think we can try out the algae collector actually, and the fruit orchards will be the next thing that we unlock, and we're not even halfway through the memories yet. That's amazing. Oh, very exciting. All right, well, let's see what's going on here. We are still building this house, and then we will be demolishing this one to put a bakery in, but we haven't done that just yet. Let's see. I feel pretty satisfied with the amount of hope and the fighting against the cataclysms that we have. It looks like all of the fields that are currently blooming are like they're taken care of, like everybody's working them. Wow. We're doing really good, you guys, even with that really weird stubborn patch of snow that's still like holding on to this spot. All right, so perhaps we shall see. Oh wait, I have to research those things before we have to do the research bit before I can actually use them. Ah, that's right. Hey, there's the pigsty. I mean, we don't have any pigs to put in the pigsty, but in theory, there's the pigsty. Wait, could we attract pigs even though we don't know wild pigs? We might have to look into that in the future because you need pigs. Unfortunately, you need a lot of pig in order to go ahead and in order to make yourself some of the elaborate food. Yeah, like the stew. I really want to make the stew, but right now we're stuck on chicken fruit meatballs, and the stew would actually be a little bit more efficient. And then I think we actually need the cooked red meat for something in the future. So clearly the pigs help us dig up red truffles. It's fun to try to think of something just cute and creative like that. All right, we also could be researching the large kitchen in the future, the town center, but where the heckadoodle days are those cute things that we just found? Not here yet. Also, I probably need to get a grave and a graveyard researched at some point just to get that out of the way. Curses. Even though we now know about algae makers and whatnots, we don't have it yet. All right, well, we'll have to work on that. Phooey. I wanted to go ahead and like put some algae makers out, but instead, perhaps we shall go ahead and are we getting close to the max? We are on eggs. I cannot believe how many eggs we've got going. Oh, and it just occurred to me, maybe we could have 2 people working the cauldrons so that Ren wasn't the only one making glop, because we're using a good amount of glop as food. I hadn't thought about that, actually. Do we have any spare? And we've got spare copper bars. I don't know why I haven't thought about that before. It would be good to have 2 glop makers if we've got glop time. Yeah, actually. And the kitchen, not so much at the moment, not so much. But the cauldron, +2 if dwelling is within 1, and +2 if water maker is within 1. Actually, like, Ren, I think I can get you a friend. Like, how much are you producing? 13! All right, if I removed this flower field, then we actually could have rain. Or actually, if I remove this bonfire, right? Okay, we'll remove the bonfire. I like the flower field a lot. We have another bonfire up there. All right, we'll go ahead and remove that. And actually, I shall have Galactic Woo take a break from their... Oh, wait, that's training. Never mind. Well, I was going to try to make more pip babies, but I suppose that's not going to be happening now. Jeez! And we have enough pips, like, working on a whole bunch of other things? Build my pier, then? Thanks, Makuna Bunny. I want to put another warehouse on that spot. I'm so glad the piers can have, like, cobblestone on them. All right, well, glad to know that we've learned about the simple concept of a bench. It wasn't so simple to gain after all, and glad to know that Scribbles University continues to be to be expanding. Wow, we might really be a very knowledgeable village very shortly here. And part of me thinks that that's because the villagers are sick of the elder not remembering anything and they're kind of stepping in to do what they can to fix that. They're going to be the ones with the knowledge. Thank you very much. All right, well, we're doing great. Okay, let's see. And we have people, do we have people training here? We do. I do believe Mad Cat, wait, no, Mad Cat's already trained and Evergreen is already trained. And then I think, yeah, we're training Art Cryptid. Mad Cat, Evergreen, welcome to the Thinker Club. That's very exciting to see you. And we're going to be training Dragon King here as one of our new lumberjacks. Carry on, Dragon King, carry on. Otherwise, yeah, we're making some paper. What are, oh, we're using it. Whoa, oh, we're going to need a lot of paper. I just totally forgot about that because we're gonna need more paper than I think Cobalt Knights can churn out right there. And then we've got Amy Wolfsong trying to make some more paper down here. What else does she need to have near her? +1 if Woodmakers with none, +1 if Clear Path to Dwelling. Does she have a Clear Path to Dwelling? I think so, maybe? I don't think so, actually. Interesting, because the Woodmaker is within 1, right? And so she should be producing... Ah, it's not close enough, I think. Phooey! Okay, well, that's gonna make things a little bit interesting. And I do think that we're going to need a bit more paper than that, to say the least. So let's go ahead. I've been thinking about moving this workbench for ages anyway. We're gonna remove that workbench. How many tools do we have left? Not a ton. And Luna Melts is already working as hard as she can on those tools. So clearly we need to go ahead and prepare ourselves. Let's see, Toolmaker takes 3 days to make 1 tool. Oh, for crying out loud, we just need another toolsmith. Requires clearing path to dwelling and a metal within 2. All right, so I think we'll put another toolsmith right where this sign is, which means I think I need to move the sign, maybe? What happens if I remove it? Does it make everything disappear again? What about this one? Maybe not, maybe? I guess I could put, no, I need a clear path to dwelling, don't I? So this would be a much better location. I could just put it right there. Maybe? Is that close enough? We shall find out. I shall consult the other villages. Not one there, not one there. Requires clear path to dwelling. I can put it here because it has a metal. Oh, it needs the metal maker. Ah, I see, I see. So this is the spot for the tools, or not that one. Okay, so this is the spot for the tools then. Got it. All right, see, we just needed to double, triple check, and even though that made my nose wrinkle up and I felt somewhat fussy, because gosh darn it, I was going to have more adorable little fields in there, but what are you going to do? Well, you're going to go ahead and, okay, yes, thank you very much, Galactic Woo. Yes, I know you're a knife maker. What am I going to do? I'm going to have Shelby and Makuna Bunny welcome another new pipling into the village. And we shall go ahead and see what happens with this so-called cataclysm that is lurking over our heads. Yay, new baby! Woo! Gonna have a new baby in the village. I'm probably gonna yeet them into the forest to like gather wood or something for me. Also, we are getting close to the overpopulation part. Oh, what's this? Oh, cataclysm threat. Oh dear. Okay, why is, no, my flowers. Oh my gosh, it took away my, what the heck? Strong winds. Oh, that came from the breeze that gave us the cooling from the sun. Betrayal. 1 damage inflicted to 6 buildings. Cataclysm threat permanently increased by 1. What a way to like have something turn around and be a double-edged freaking sword. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but also like that was supposed to be, uh-oh, what? You are doing good, Elder. You will be ready for the apocalypse. Why is this happening? The apocalypse is inevitable, but we will help you prepare for it. Your village must be stronger to fight the apocalypse. I did not know whether I could trust the domains. Their words were cryptic. However, I had no other choice but to see what they were up to. Oh my. Okay, well, I mean, it's still sleeping, so I feel pretty good about this, but how on earth? Oh, cute! That's how you repair it. Well, let's go ahead and, like, tidy all this up because it's kind of wiggling around the place, and I don't think Rin appreciates that. Right when we were about to have her get a well, I guess I needed to move those flowers out of the way anyway. Right when we were about to have her have a cauldron buddy. I like, pot, they can be cauldron buddies here, and they can spend all day long debating about the pot versus the kettle. I think that that's quite suiting. And then finally, for the last task of the day, I shall bequeath upon this tiny child a new name of Raya. Raya, welcome. I'm very excited to have you in our village of chaos. You're very lucky to be born into the first village because it is a fairly peaceful chaos. And we shall see. Let's plant this to get that going. Haha, this building is done. Yes, dismantle this puppy. I am putting a bakery in there like now. Yes. Oh, and also we can put in another storage spot up here for a large warehouse, I believe. Will that go there? Yes, it will. Yay! And we apparently have enough tomatoes that I can go ahead and have my piplings perhaps come think of other things instead. Excellent. Oh wow, do we still have too many tomatoes? Neat. Like really neat. Cool. And you know, I think we just might risk the overpopulation. The more pips we have, over 50 pips, the more that the cataclysmic threat may rise. Oh, whoa, okay, hold up. Like, the fear domain really woke up, actually. Huh. Maybe I shall take a moment to ponder eating those words and, think carefully before I declare such boldness next time. Oh my goodness. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on these adventures. You know what to do if you would like to go ahead and run around in the night yelling about nightmares and terrors, and to keep an eye on Are We There You. And I shall see you all next time. Bye-bye.